Imagine this: a small boy standing alone on the cold streets of London. His clothes are torn. His stomach is empty. People walk past him as if he doesn't exist. Nobody stops. Nobody helps. But one day, this same boy will become the most famous actor in the entire world. Millions of people will laugh because of him. Millions will remember his name for more than 100 years. His name was Charlie Chaplin. How did this happen? Stay with me until the end, because this story may change the way you see your own future. London, 1895. The city was crowded, noisy, and cold. Horse carts moved through muddy streets. Factories filled the air with smoke. Among thousands of people walked a small boy named Charlie Chaplin. Life had never been easy for him. His father left the family when Charlie was very young. His mother, Hannah, worked as a singer in small theaters, but the money was never enough. Some days they ate, some days they didn't. Then life became even harder. Charlie's mother became sick. Her beautiful singing voice slowly disappeared. Without her voice, there was no work. Without work, there was no money. Without money, there was no food. The family became poor every week. Charlie and his brother Sidney often slept hungry. Sometimes they had no home at all. Sometimes they slept outside. The cold nights felt endless. Other children laughed at Charlie's old clothes. They laughed at his shoes. They laughed at his poverty. Charlie felt embarrassed. He felt invisible. But inside him, something unusual was growing. A gift. Charlie could make people laugh. He copied funny walks. He made strange faces. He acted like different characters. And suddenly, people smiled. For a few moments, their problems disappeared. That was the first time Charlie understood something powerful. Laughter could heal pain, even if only for a moment. When Charlie was only 7 years old, another tragedy arrived. His mother became seriously ill and was taken to a hospital. Charlie and Sidney were sent to a workhouse for poor children. The place was cold. The food was terrible. The beds were hard. The children worked long hours every day. For many children, dreams died there. But not for Charlie. Every night he looked at the ceiling and imagined a different future. He promised himself one thing. One day, I will escape this life. Years passed. Charlie grew older, but his dream stayed alive. At the age of 14, an opportunity finally appeared. A theater company needed young actors. Charlie was nervous. His hands were shaking. His heart was beating fast. This was his chance. Maybe his only chance. When he stepped onto the stage, something magical happened. The shy boy disappeared. A performer was born. Charlie moved across the stage. He made funny movements. He acted like old men. He pretended to fall. The theater manager started laughing. Then he smiled. "You start tomorrow," he said. Charlie's journey had finally begun. He traveled across England with theater groups. He performed in small towns and large cities. Every performance made him better. Every audience taught him something new. Charlie learned that sometimes words are not necessary. Sometimes a face can tell a story. Sometimes a simple movement can make thousands laugh, but success did not come quickly. The money was still small, the trains were old, the hotels were cheap. Sometimes Charlie performed 3 times in a single day. He was exhausted, but he never stopped, because he knew something important. Hard work was the only bridge between poverty and dreams. Then, in 1910, everything changed. An opportunity arrived from America, the land of dreams, the land where impossible things sometimes become possible. Charlie stood on the deck of a ship and looked back at England. He didn't know if he would ever return. He was scared. He was excited. And deep inside, he was hopeful. He had no idea that the next chapter of his life would change cinema forever. Because in America, the world was waiting for Charlie Chaplin. And that is where our story continues in part 2. Would you leave your home and travel across the world to chase your dream? Tell me in the comments below.